Welcome everybody to the video where we die in like the first 2 seconds of actually playing the mission. It's on Asperus. If I can take control of this planet's warp gates, it will open up half the sector. What is surprising is that the local forces are not imperial. How did the Empire lose control of such an important sector to an independent warlord? This gives me an idea. Still, better load my commander for a fight, just in case. Okay, so we're now on the planet. Okay, so I have 2 ogres, I have my commander, and oh, what? The enemy is already here? Don't lose into... Oh, what? I already lost one of them. I should get my commander out of here. Oh no, they are attacking me quite a lot, and oh, commander is like 30% health, and oh, 20% and 10%, and oh, commander is dead. That was quick. Alright, so second try still, enemy commander is over here, my commander is over here, and I move immediately. Probably not the best to like move upwards because of the maze, and because of that I do lose one of my ogres, but at least I get out safely. Commander, still full health. Other ogre, still decent health. And let's move out. Also, I don't think I'm going to kill this enemy commander in the first 2 minutes. Don't think I will. Also, I just realized, okay, so I have a tank foundry over here. Let's use that to build myself 1 blitz, 1 emissary, and 1 welder. Didn't realize I had 2 welders over here though. And something else I didn't actually realize is this is a very open level where the enemy doesn't really start with a lot either. I was being chased by a couple of thugs and rogues, and because of that I did send in my first initial forces to them. But actually I didn't really need that. The nice thing about this mission is that there are a lot of open places to place metal extractors, and I can also very easily like build my enemy in over here, and that way they're not actually able to get out. I can do so with turrets, and I can do so with artillery, which is of course my favorite, because if they can't hit you and you can hit them, you will always win. Didn't really like that my forces were going all the way over here. That wasn't really what I wanted, but I guess it's fine. I finally realized I had some welders already, so now I'm going to send those to the east to get multiple metal extractors up. I didn't realize there was a geothermal vent over here, so I probably should have used that, because I believe I will struggle for power in a little bit. And yes, I do know there is like an economic view and such, and probably when I select the geothermal vent or like geothermal plant, it will probably show up, but I didn't do so, okay? Even though this mission was actually going a lot better than I expected at first, I still thought I would lose, because this is a big force. I don't have a big force at all. I mean, I have like 2 emissaries and they're dying, so this was probably the like scariest point in this mission, because they had a lot while I had almost nothing. I actually thought there would be a lot more over here, but that just wasn't, so just place your artillery over here and just kill this base. Then you're done with it and can move on to the other side. And this is also the point where I was struggling for energy. I don't know when, but I will realize that I am struggling for energy. Seems like it's right now. Yeah, it will be. Alright, and I'll get up some more solar collectors. Again, I should probably should have just taken the geothermal plant. Even now, I just didn't trust the game that this would be free, so I sent my blitz over here, and actually it was free. Wow! Kind of annoying, but my artillery was not actually 100% accurate, which makes sense of course, but still, it was missing the stinger quite a lot, because back then I did not actually know this was a stinger. I expected it, but I didn't know for sure. My turrets over here were also in range of another stinger, but that doesn't really matter all that much, because I can just place them out of range, and afterwards I can use my artillery because it's longer range than the stingers. By this point I was also like sending my blitz too far forwards, accidentally, but still. There were also quite a lot of enemies at the front of my base, and I probably should have just put all of my units that I have over here into the front lines, which I did after a while. Also, my blitz are not in the right position, they should be more over here. That way they're able to take down the scallops. At this point I still thought like, well, I think I can win, but this wasn't really the best place to be. And I started making a couple of pickets because I just needed those. I thought, well, if I can defend with my blitz because I'm bad at the game, I'll just defend with pickets because they are always in the right place. And pickets are always great against like those trade units that sneak through your defense. By now we have also taken down the stinger in the front, so now I will send my emissaries to the east and take down the other stinger. Also, this death ball over here is having a hard time pathing, but if it goes to my base or anywhere I'm not really defended all that well, I'm dead. Or at least good chance I will be. Second stinger is down as well, so that means we have like almost free reign over here. And I also have like a couple of units back at base, and I also started to use control when selecting units, because that way I also select my welders, because of course they have a gun, not a good gun, but a gun nonetheless. By now I'm also getting up an entire row of pickets, because it seems to like repel the enemy quite well, especially things like bandits of course. Also quite annoying, this Faraday was being healed by something like 6 of the caretakers. That way you're not able to destroy it easily. Not even with 2 of these emissaries. By now I also decided to make a group number 2, which will be sent this way, because I didn't really know what would be over here. Because I didn't know if they had anything special over here, even though there wasn't a warp drive. I have a couple of blitz inside, and luckily enough the Faraday is not being healed by everything anymore, because they're producing out of this shield bot factory again. This way I'm able to kill it, and soon I will be able to take down the entire base. So by now we have also taken down this first plateau, which I actually realized there was nothing over here. So now I'm going to be making like lines and lines and lines with my units in order to like take down everything they have and push them into the corner. This side is still not done actually, but because I am also sending some more units over there, I will soon be able to take everything down, including the last 2 stingers and Faradays. They've still got quite a big army over here, quite scary actually, but it's not too bad because by now we are also like making the line shorter again, because this side has been cleared out. We're just about able to see them, and by this point I'm also going to start using a welder in order to place a radar, because that way I'm able to see what's going on a lot better. I'll also increase the terrain height in order to place a radar on top of it in order to see up this little ridge. First of the stingers is now down, and this side I still have to destroy these units because I lost quite a lot. This is where I'm starting to get up the ridge in order to place my radar, and then I'll finally be able to see what's over here. Update for the other side, there is still 1 stinger and 1 Faraday, but that's about it. Everything else has been destroyed. Also, we're not struggling for energy or metal anymore, which is good, and I could actually build another caretaker over here, which I don't think I will, because I'm already doing good enough. Also sending in a lot more units, and right now we're actually just pushing through with everything but the artillery. Why? I don't actually remember. Probably just because I wanted to get this mission done. And of course, even though the stingers do a lot of damage and the Stardust shoots a lot of bullets, it's not actually that bad, because of course welders have 2000 HP, blitz have 1300 HP pretty much, and they don't really get killed easily, and the stinger is behind the warp gate, so it can't attack me. Another stinger down, 1 more stinger, 1 more Stardust, and then we're done. Send in the swarm of welders and everything else. By now we're really just throwing away units, which is not efficient of course. But I mean, who cares? We will win, because they can't produce, I can produce, and that means that we will win. But well done that you made it this far into the video. Consider watching the video in your lower left. But that's all I'm going to have for you today, and I'll see you in another video. Bye.